Congratulations on your planet's latest rotation around the sun, mortals. In celebration of this momentous occasion, I was browsing the internet and came across this meme here, which discusses how Astolfo and Vegeta share the same height and weight, but attributes the added weight on Astolfo to his, monster can. Yeah. That'll keep the video monetized, right? And so, spurned by that meme and the extreme stress I put myself under by procrastinating on this video, I now present to you the definitive list of Femboy monster can sizes. But before I can show you the shocking results of my research, it's important you understand the science behind how I calculated these numbers. I first looked into how height and monster can size are correlated. In my research, I found a joint study by the University of Alberta and University of Toronto, which found, quote, had a statistically significant relationship to height, although the correlation was relatively weak, with the relationship being 26%, but correlation being just 5%. This means that 26% of our character's height will factor into the size of their monster can, but only 5% of that resulting height will factor into calculating their actual monster can size. These numbers, when factored into our character's height, will calculate for us what I have dubbed the coefficient. The coefficient is effectively a correlative multiplier which we then apply to the average height and monster can size of the character's home population. Due to Astolfo being based on a fictional figure of the same name, we'll be using estimated averages from 814 AD, adjusted for the massive egos of the Old English, which means we'll be using an average height of about 175 centimeters with an average monster can size of 13.462 centimeters. We'll divide these numbers and we'll get 12.999543, which we'll just round to 13 for the ease of our math. Now, we will plug Astolfo's height of 164 centimeters into our equation, which results in a coefficient of 2.132, which, when multiplied by 13, nets us a size of 27.716 centimeters. However, this does not tell the full story of Astolfo's true can size, as this is the pure monster can size for somebody whose height is 164 but has absolutely no meat on their bones. We now need to divide this number by the character's volume coefficient. This coefficient is based on the observation of the character in regards to their body mass index and visual presentation volume. Effectively, this is just how big they look in regards to their weight, in either muscle mass or fat. Since we can't actually measure them in reality because, as much as some of you wish, Astolfo is not real and cannot be your boyfriend, we are basically just taking a guess. The volume coefficient falls into 5 categories I've defined, each with a corresponding number based on this chart here. For our purposes, Astolfo's volume coefficient is a 1, while Vegeta's would be closer to a 1.5 or 1.3 depending on which version of him you're looking at. There's also the fact that a real person would probably be closer to 1.9 or even more. The decimals in each of these categories are representative about how much of the monster's can's base is reduced as a result of just needing to fill out the rest of their body. Now that we have our formula and our numbers, we can finally calculate the size of Astolfo's monster can. And drum roll please. Astolfo's monster can length is 27.716 centimeters. And that's 10.91 inches if you use the imperial system. In monster can terms, that's about 1 1/4 32-ounce monster cans. For comparison, Vegeta's monster can is 18.48 centimeters, or 7.4 inches, which is just about under 1 32-ounce monster can. And now, with the power of this formula, I present to you the monster can sizes of a variety of famous anime femboys. Felix from ReZero, 29.068 centimeters, aka 11.4 inches. Chihiro from Danganronpa, 25.012 centimeters, aka 9.9 inches. Hideri from Blend S, 25.35 centimeters, aka 9.9 inches. The adult version of Nagisa from Assassination Classroom, 20.8 centimeters, aka 8.1 inches. Rimuru Tempest when he's a demon lord in That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, 21.97 centimeters, aka 8.6 inches. Venti from Genshin Impact, 26.53 centimeters, aka 10.5 inches. Interestingly enough, Venti's length is actually just about the same size as the straws that Starbucks uses in a Venti Frappuccino, which I just think is a Cute little bit of irony. Now, some of you may question this formula, likely because you're embarrassed of the fact that these characters possess larger monster cans than you or your comrades. But I have more proof that this system does work. Take the Titans from Attack on Titan, for example. Accounting for their size and sheer muscle mass, they have a volume coefficient between 15 and 30 times the size of a normal humanoid, resulting in their monster can sizes being so incredibly small in comparison to their body size, there's no wonder you never see them on screen. You thought that was just creativity or censorship? No. It's just that they're so tiny, you can't see them with the naked eye. Take the Attack Titan, for example, which sports a height of about 15 meters and volume coefficient resulting of about 30. Inputting this into the formula leads us to a monster can height of 8.5 centimeters, or about 3.4 inches, which on a body standing 15 meters, which is 50 feet tall, is absolutely minuscule. So yeah, checkmate, haters. That was so stupid. So, mortals, did you learn something today? Are you incredibly confused? Do you want to roast me for my math? Let me know in the comments below. And be sure to loot the like button, smash the subscribe button, accept your cringe, and stay pogers.